Came into work early, nice. You don't care what the DLC is? I respect that tone, yeah. If it's someone that you could play, then yeah, that would be sick. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakura, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora
Oh
Limited.
shit.
We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter. Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide. The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy.
That's sick.
Which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast. So, it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time. I think even many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this.
Really?
Say, wow, really?
Oh, is
So,
it? What if
let's all share in the
it?
fun
Dude,
of
what if it's
getting our
Gino?
hands on the latest information. However, even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing.
Move the webcam. You're right. You're right. Hold on.
We've prepared the fighter
Where do I put it?
video. Once it starts, I
Put it
think
right
we'll
here?
figure out who it is pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think
Now,
here's fine.
Let's do this.
All right, who it? Monty Mole, get out of here! No. All right, who is it? Who is it? Sora? No, don't. Is it a Fire Emblem character?
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharat upon our enemies!
There's no way. There's no way it's a Fire Emblem character. It can't be. They said no third-party characters.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet... there is no other choice. You must join Smash.
Really?
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
So it's another Fire Emblem character. Really?
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself.
Well, he has a whip sword? Oh my god, he has a whip sword. Dude, I thought they said no third-party character, or no Nintendo characters. I thought they were also supposed to be third-party.
I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do? Huh. So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I'll reward your cleverness this time.
What, is it like they could use sword and like something else? So is this one like a mage? Oh.
How is this?
Oh no.
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics. With Arid Bomb, strike with superior reach. Use Amir's overwhelming power. Unleash the blinding speed of Fanglot. Along with the sword of the creator, each weapon matches a direction.
Okay, so their B moves are just different weapons.
Your
Dude, this feels like Corrin all over again. If I'm being honest. Wow.
Yes, there you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This release is planned.
Their disappointment is immeasurable.
Instant access
Yeah.
to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, and it will also be available for purchase individually. In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry. First off, what is Fire Emblem? It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful.
What?
The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990.
10 Fire Emblem? Is it actually 10? There's 10 Fire Emblem characters now?
You might be wondering what makes it particularly tactical. Well, it's tactical in that it simulates combat.
Everyone always hates Fire Emblem.
Think of it as
It's not that we hate it,
war game, or
but
in
it's
other words,
just-
a game in which
it has so many characters already.
When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircrafts, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games. Plus, something made it stand out from other Nintendo products. Characters could permanently die. That's pretty direct language though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes.
I don't know. I feel like
But really, if a character fell in battle, you'd
I'll
lose
like
that unit.
eventually
They'd be
like
gone
them
in
because
seconds.
I felt the same way about Corrin, but I feel like I like ended up liking
Recent entries in
Corrin.
the series maintain this concept
I
of
feel like I'll end up
indicating
liking them.
classic mode and what have you.
This is
But
bad.
a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals.
Corrin is a sin. Yo, Zarak, thanks for
In the
36
older
months.
games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again.
No positivity.
The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series, and 6 of the 7 can use a counterattack.
Everyone
It's
is
their
already
monster.
yeah.
There's actually a reason for this.
Yeah,
When
they
I was
did.
considering how to incorporate Fire
They
Emblem
said third-party
Brothers
characters,
into
right?
Smash Bros. Melee. I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn.
They never said that? I thought they did. Okay, never mind.
And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series. People
They
who
said
aren't
new to the
Japanese in
series?
particular
Okay.
might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge. I'll give it a try.
暗黒竜と光の剣、外伝、紋章の謎、聖戦の系譜、トラキア776、封印の剣、烈火の剣、聖魔の宝石、草原の奇跡、暁の女神、新暗黒竜新紋章、覚醒異軍ヒーローズ、エコーズ、風化節律。
There you go, 17.
Christ, why does he know all of them?
今、変な数え方してます、
So, you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right? I was counting in binary.
つまり、これが全部
This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2. Then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So, this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17. Awesome, isn't it?
That's why he did the 3 thing.
You can actually count up to 31 in one hand.
それで
And if you use
Wow.
both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023.
Wow.
の数を数えるのに数を
If you've given up counting the knots in the tatami mat, you could always give it a go. What is Fire Emblem Three Houses? In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Byleth, and the female version is called Byleth, but in English they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up fighting the other houses. After a certain incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions. It's a very sad game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you. To understand the concept of Fire Emblem 3 Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release.
Yeah, I think there must be something else.
I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter.
What?
I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference.
Kind of like how the community becomes enemies against Sakurai.
The game has multiple routes, and the outcome.
No one actually hates Sakurai. Come on, the guy puts in too much work.
Depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story.
Okay, maybe Scizor hates
I'll try to avoid
Sakurai,
spoilers, but I'm
but
talking
that's
about
different. It's like one
I hope you'll
person.
understand. Before my demonstration, I should point out that when I did the Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release.
Oh wow.
Right now, it's actually November. Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here I go. So, this is our new fighter, Byleth. Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them.
Dude, it's like
Those are not their strong points.
it's legit like
Their
Corrin.
grab lacks range, but actually, you could say that they're distance demon. The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem 3 Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that. First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack,
Oh my,
they'll
that
whip
looks
the
so
sword
active.
overhead. The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time. The up special move is really something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this.
Oh, what?
It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
Oh no.
awful things like this. That said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage. Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this, but you can
Another
also
low
use it
tier we
to
gotta
dodge
worry
off
about?
edges.
I don't think Byleth's
So
gonna be low
that's the
tier.
special. Now, for the sideways inputs. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so.
Yeah.
Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right?
Nah, he outranges.
If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range. it'll connect even from here.
Oh. That's so far.
Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger.
Okay. So it's one of those smash attacks.
And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them. By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful. The shaft
Of
part
course.
is weaker,
Tibbers.
so it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. And that's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed up.
Yeah, dude, this is actually Corrin. It's like better Corrin.
Or downward in this case.
I bet Cosmos is hype.
Next, the side special move. Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it is excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
Wow. Yeah, like the more I see of this character, more I'm like, okay,
Charge forward a little.
this character's got the sauce, dude. This character's got the sauce.
But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful. Use it in midair and you'll carve off a
What?
large area.
I bet you that kills.
Side air
I
attacks
bet you that
They
kills.
have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well. Although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs. For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir. It's
Dude.
named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth.
Dude, that down B is basically
First, the down air attack.
Hero's Helm Splitter.
It really is strong. You can try for a meager effect with this attack.
Wait, what percent was Bowser at?
Next
30?
is the down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power.
You're glad you didn't stream your
And for the
reaction.
down special, Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike. It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
Oh no, it's Warlock Punch.
which allows you to withstand an attack.
That probably
Just so
2
you know,
frames
you can
too.
execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time.
Wow.
It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms.
What?
While you're charging
Oh.
up, you can breeze past platforms like this to reach a lower area. It won't let you jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack. Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while, so if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction. Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used
The
against
hit
weak
behind.
opponents. Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little. It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters. It hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this can just get you hit by counter after counter.
Yeah, where's the X Factor? I'm waiting for
Next,
it.
we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Failbot, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar
Oh,
to the
no.
move of Pits and other
Yeah, I was
fights
gonna
like
say,
this.
it's
It
Pits
lets you spin
Nair.
the weapon around. It's also easy to create certain combos with it.
Bro. Bro, what is
With
this
the neutral
character?
special, you'll let loose an arrow. It seems
That-
pretty straightforward, right?
The arrow looks really
There are a
strong
few
too.
noteworthy aspects to this bow. First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. you can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful. That said, you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button. You can also change direction while in the stance.
Wow.
It works up until this point, but if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light.
No. Sakurai, what are you doing?
You charge up
What
power
are you
cells,
doing,
charging at
Sakurai?
more
They did
than
29%.
But again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button. In other words, you're committed to firing it. So you see, a situation like this is pretty terrible. Once you've entered the stance, you won't be able to do anything. Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So you need to think carefully when using this.
My god.
Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sylphis and launch an attack together. Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female. However, the third, fourth, and fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders. Those of you who played the original game will of
That's
course
pretty cool.
understand what I'm referring
I
to.
like the colors.
The sixth color is based on Sylphis, who you just saw earlier. And the seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Didn't we see this variation in the final smash? Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garreg Mach Monastery. This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral, all in one stage. It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four. Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas. The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students.
You don't like the
of Blue
music?
Lion's House.
I think the
Dimitri,
music's fine.
Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri's the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, that one. There are vendors on either side. In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but here you can break them, you see. If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and right. I wonder where people will buy their supplies now. And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down, be broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building. And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire. And as such, they embrace their military might. Edelgard is one of the characters who's central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down. However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go, I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so. Just like the sign that reads Furin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range. Next up, the bridge. The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area.
Breakable
It's very wide
tables.
indeed. It's similar to the bridge of Elden stage. The guests are from the Golden Deer, Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance. Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch.
The sharpest.
Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen. You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly. The last area is the cathedral. Only with some platforms you can pass through.
There really isn't going to be another character announcement, huh?
There's Senna, Flame, and Rhea.
I mean,
There's Senna, who appears to have an extremely strong
we have more
bond
characters
with
to look
Flame.
forward to, so.
She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea,
This
who you can see
at the
fighting
very
during
least,
the opening of Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
I'll admit, I wasn't as
All
excited
three
for
have
the
character
character
quirks related to
when
their
they
true
when they
identity.
just announced it, but seeing all the stuff that Byleth can
I
do,
feel that Flame might be saying shush
I'm digging
at
it.
this point, so I'll leave it at that.
it's got like better
This
Link
is the secret
arrows.
area of the stage.
It's got
Byleth
like
has
more
at least
range than
time.
Corrin. It's basically like a better
It may
Corrin
be a
with
place
Link
where some
arrows and like
intense
other
battles
stuff.
will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes. Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages.
The DLC
That'll give us
team.
precisely 5 players per side. Alright, here we go, Joker. Joker! And Hero!
Sakurai, dude.
Gee, we really made it a lot, huh? Banjo! By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on. It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad. Mannequins. I better keep my distance.
That looks so
I'll
strong.
use this chance to attack.
Bro, why is that so strong?
That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here. Lots of explosives. Ouch. Perfect shield with that, huh? Good one. If I do this, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There, the soccer ball connected.
Oh, mother brain.
Good, there's Mom.
There's mom.
You're in a good spot, Mom.
Did he forward smash him?
Ah, I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not. I feel like the enemy might get this smash ball.
He almost died.
But I mustn't give up.
What?
I can't waste a chance.
He broke his shield.
There's another smash ball. Yes, got it.
There's no way.
Now, what are you charging up for? There's still more. Wow.
No. The Sakurai, no.
But it's mine. Although I'm scared.
No, that shield break. That shield was almost full.
I hit him. I was trying to fight using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game. It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
Dude, that's a zero charge up shield break. Why is that better than Lucina and Mars?
Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy these as well. We're also adding in a new spirit board. It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters. Sophis is Legend class. Also, there's a new classic mode route, a Heroic Legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series.
People saying this character is slow, but he's faster than Doc.
The final battle is against Master Hand.
Dude, Dojo, this character doesn't have to be that fast. Look at the range.
So look forward to that. Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
Altair? That legit looked like from freaking Assassin's Creed. Is Altair Assassin's Creed? Ooh, Mega Man X. Nice. Sick. Battle Network. Yo. Cuphead. That's cool. He's his hand. That's cool. And when we get Cuphead music. This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume. And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation. I hope you enjoy these as well. After purchasing a They should have just added Mega Man X.
The sharing feature.
If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it. And now, onto the amiibo. The color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark Samus and Richter are
Yeah, it
planned for
does.
release on Friday, January 17th.
Also tomorrow.
And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Byleth. From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Yeah, dude,
There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there?
there really is so
When
many
we
new
add a
mechanics.
fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play.
I think Byleth's gonna be insane though.
As I stated, we'll continue to release
Especially
more
like
DLC
their
fighters
upbeat seems
down
like a
the line.
tether, so they have a
I had
tether
thought
recovery.
that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Oh, wait a minute, what is this? $10, $11. We're getting 11. We're getting 6 more characters. That's
Looks like
high.
There will be 1 more fighter than last time. For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out. And now that it's official, we intend to
Wait,
move ahead with
is there gonna be another? Is he gonna show us
Of course,
another trailer?
Like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last
December
time, I'd be
21st?
very grateful if,
Or
despite that, you
December
would understand
20
why and purchase it.
2021.
Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided.
I think that's just saying that all of them are gonna be released by December
I'm
2021.
afraid it would be very hard to consider them,
I think that's all that means.
but I still hope you'll look forward to it. We're also including
That's cool,
the
though.
with Fighters Pass Volume 2.
That means that they're
Last
probably
time
gonna be
it was a
updating the
Rex
game
costume,
constantly.
but
I think
this time,
that's
here's what we
fantastic.
have. It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Lastly,
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest selling fighting game in the world. Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
Sakurai is answering the question that we all want to know.
It was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if you really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for.
Ow.
Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is #1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game.
I like
I
that.
feel like it's become more than a fighting game. Some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely.
I like that. I like that.
Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass
It's
just wrapped
yeah,
up,
no, this is very wholesome.
but it was decided that there would be more DLC. Which means, no breaks for me. I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
All right, well, That was cool. I will admit, Byleth was not what I was expecting, but the more I look at the character, the more I feel like I'll like them. So that's cool. Yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That's gonna be it for me. So take care, guys. Have a good one.